be very proud of Dan Marley, playing in a lot of pain and not complaining about it. In fact, P.J. Brown, that's what he calls Marley, Rambo. Well, Marley now getting a breather. Houston misfires morning, mishandles the rebound, but Hardaway right there.
That was really a necessary timeout by Jeff Van Gundy, and that's one of those situations where you really jump on your players, just going very softly after the loose balls. You got to get on the floor. You got to take some bodies out. This is almost a must-win situation, obviously, for the Knicks because it's not elimination.
Charlie Ward the steal. Ward underneath and a foul. Leonard just got a piece of his arm. And Deshaun Leonard picks up his third. Not a bad foul considering Ward with an easy 2 there, and he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Charlie Ward diving into the passing lane, doing a good job. Deshaun Leonard not giving up on anything. Able to commit the foul, prevent the basket, and get away with not committing a flagrant foul. Not always easy to do when these two teams get together.
That's Ward's third steal. Ward, who shot a career-high 80% from the free throw line this season, nails the first as Eric Murdoch will return.
But the point I was trying to make, Mike, is the fact that the Knicks are certainly within striking distance right into this ballgame after getting off to another shaky start in the first half. And to be able to steal the home court advantage in this short 5-game series would be a major breakthrough. And now we're seeing Eric Murdoch into the ballgame. Murdoch and Hardaway only played together 2 minutes in the first half. So effective together in game 1.
Out there together right now, it's Leonard who took the seat. Hardaway, the 3 won't go. Oakley boxing out on Mourning, able to tip it to Ward. Starks back in the game. Nice feed down low, and Johnson is fouled before the shot. Hardaway called for his first, and the Knicks will take it out of bounds. Johnson still chatting with the fans. Larry Johnson, who has become the vocal leader, they're going to call it now in the act of shooting. That's why he screamed at the fans. Or check that. It's only, you look, yeah, that is the 15th foul on the Heat. Now they put it up there. But Johnson has become the vocal leader of this team. You see the last 3 months, he's been playing on 2 bad ankles. He's also had a sprained thumb. He's had a wrist injury, but the ankles are really giving him problems. But he's become the vocal leader, especially now with Patrick Ewing out. As you said, he called that team meeting yesterday in his hotel suite.
So it's kind of like the shackles that come off Larry Johnson and Allen Houston without the presence of Patrick Ewing, where the offense generally went through. Now those two are the focal points.
Mourning with a tough shot. Houston the rebound. 1-point Knick lead. Little over 3 minutes remaining in the third. Houston drives hard. Ball knocked out of his hand. Starks right there to pick it up. Hardaway is now on Houston. Hardaway's got good strength. No size there. Stripped and stolen. 3-on-2 the other way. Murdoch underneath draws the foul. Ward not happy with the call, but that's his 4th, and Eric Murdoch will go to the line.
Well, not a good choice by Allen Houston, and this happened to him quite a bit in game 1. Trying to force the action and just laying the ball out there. Easy pickings for Tim Hardaway. What Allen Houston should be trying to do right now with Keith Askins on him is try to just isolate him. Askins foul prone, already has some foul problems, and Houston, if he puts his head down, drives to the basket, he will get the benefit of the doubt against Keith Askins, an over-aggressive defender.
Houston had Hardaway on him, felt he could take advantage as Childs comes in for Ward. So many times you see those little guys when you try and post them up, they take offense, and Hardaway does a good job. I remember Muggsy Bogues, he's one of your better post defenders. Everyone loved to post him up, but he was good down low. Hardaway, the same thing. He's got a lot of strength.
You see the philosophy of the Knicks against Houston when he is in those isolation situations. Make him drive to the middle. He shoots a high percentage when he gets the shot off, but that's where all the defensive help is.
Starks, who had the big first half, 3 for 3 from downtown, trying to help out Larry Johnson. Childs flips it up with the left hand. Oakley's tip won't go. Gets it again. Blocked from behind. Mourning his 4th rejection.
Charles Oakley just doing terrific work on the glass, but unable to finish because of his inability to get up strong to the hoop.
Tied at 67 with 2:13 remaining in the third. Game 2, best of 5. Murdoch. Houston on the rebound. Starks splits the defenders and draws the foul. Heat over the limit, so Starks will go to the free throw line. 2 fouls now on Tim Hardaway. Starks 11 points, 4 of 6 from the field. I want to remind you tonight on NBC from Hallmark Entertainment, a motion picture event. Merlin, Sam Neill, Isabella Rossellini, Miranda Richardson, Martin Short, and Helena Bonham Carter star in the world premiere of Merlin tonight on NBC. Free throw shooting as Cummings comes back in. And in this series, it's important with the physical nature of it. The Knicks now at 76%. Johnson will sit down. The Heat at 78%. So both teams shooting pretty well from the line. Starks had the good game one as well. Had a strong outing. Scoring 14 points. (69-67). Starks with 13. Knicks with a 2-point advantage. Under 2 minutes remaining in the third.
Breakdown offensive execution for the Heat, looking to try and get Tim Hardaway coming off some baseline screens.
Starks just missed getting a hand on it. Hardaway cannot find the range. Oakley the rebound. Hardaway now 3 of 14 from the field. Childs from 2. Both teams have cooled off a little bit after the strong start here in the third. Askins a 3. Childs on the weak side.
Both teams coming undone, just taking rushed jumpers. Here's another one.
Starks hits another 3. 4 for 4 from downtown. And the Knicks lead by 5.
It's a jump shot parade. It really helps when they go in.
Largest lead of the game for the Knicks. And Cummings with a foul. Mourning with a quick first step. And for the Knicks, not over the limit, just their 14th foul with 51.7 remaining in the third. Mashburn will now return for Miami. And Alonzo Mourning will quickly take off the mask and go to the bench. Superb game for Alonzo Mourning. 25 points, 9 boards, 4 blocked shots. Murdoch the drive, draws the foul again. And that's the move that hurt the Knicks in game one, taking it to the basket.
Eric Murdoch has always been an effective pick-and-roll player, especially back in his days with the Milwaukee Bucks. Had 3 solid years there, averaging about 15 a game. And he was just a wizard on pick-and-roll situations and able to hit that little runner in the lane, that little in-between shot.
Coming up next on NBC, game 2 of our triple header. Damon Stoudemire and the Trailblazers against Shaquille O'Neal and the Lakers. Lakers leading that series 1 game to none. Then Keith Van Horn and the Nets against Michael Jordan and the Bulls. Blazers and Lakers next, followed by the Nets and Bulls. NBA playoffs triple header continues here on NBC.
Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant having to come up with some heroics coming down the stretch in game 1 against Portland.
Murdoch hits the pair. Murdoch 3 points. Remember, 9 of his 16 points in game 1 came in the 4th quarter. All his numbers from the free throw line here today. Askins now back on Houston. Oakley falls back. Charles Oakley cannot find the range. Oakley just 2 of 11 from the field. About a half-second differential between the shot and game clock, so Miami will hold it for the last one here in the third. Chance of let's go Heat.
Often Tim Hardaway will look for the 3-pointer in this situation if he can get the defender back on his heels.
Hardaway 1 on the shot clock, will not get it off in time. A 24-second violation. So there's still time left on the clock. They'll put 0.6 of a second. That's just enough time to catch it in just a desperation heave. Oakley looking. Childs won't even attempt it, and that will end the third quarter. 3 quarters complete in game 2 from Miami. Larry Johnson now with 18 points. Alonzo Mourning really turned it around from game 1. He's got 25. 3 quarters complete at Miami.